I would like to take you back in time, a long time ago, faraway place. It was autumn of 2023. I had the opportunity to team up with my friend Jessie from Sweet Moments by Jessie, and we worked on a super fun creative project, and this is the one and only time of year that I pulled this project out. As much as I love it, it is definitely a November thing, and I am excited about showing it to you. And I'm going to show you how you can whip this project together, how it is quick and easy and just super fun and super silly, and yeah, an all-around great project. So what am I talking about? I am talking about this pumpkin pie little purse that I made. So super cute, super fun, definitely whimsical, and you know, it is just, like I said, it's a November project, but I do like to wear it out a few times during November if I'm out running errands or anything, because people smile. Women usually ask me about it. You know, I get a lot of questions about if I crocheted it myself. Yes, there is an enormous dollop of whipped topping on here, but I thought it would be good if it was accurate with, you know, like how I actually eat it. I mean, you could easily put like smaller ones on each slice of the pie. You can see how there are actually slices there. And then of course this delicious crust. So yes, you could do your whipped cream smaller. You could do it on every slice, however you like, but I like a giant dollop. Now I made this with just some random scrap yarns that I have. I think this is Pound of Love. Again, it was 2 years ago, so I'm not totally going to remember, but I will have the original video I made linked below. I will also have all of Jessie's information linked below as well. In the original video, I go through and tell you how to assemble your pumpkin pie. In Jessie's video, she actually shows you how to do this front post double crochet in the round. And it is just a neat stitch. If you don't know Jessie, she is just great at tutorials. And when I was making this, I was very much struggling on the tutorial aspect of it because, you know, that's not my strong point. I asked her, I sent her my footage of like what I was trying to do, and she made it so much more clear and concise and understandable and easy to follow. I mean, you could make about anything with this front post double crochet in the round. I have another video that I made some bar stool seat covers. I just made it larger, and then I, you know, kind of tapered it down so it kind of fit over it and put some elastic in there. You could also do many types of pie, many types of pie with this. It is kind of, it's just, I don't know, it's kind of neat. Like, it's so weird on the inside, the way the front post double crochets work up. On the wrong side, it is very thick. It is definitely a yarn eater type of project, but that's also kind of nice for my bar stool seats because, you know, it's a little softer to sit on. But I do love this, and really, like, all you need to know how to do this is the front post double crochets, and Jessie will do an amazing job of explaining how to do it, because in the round there are increases, and I don't know, it just makes it so neat with the little slices there. The crust is bobble stitches, so that is very easy. And then, you know, we have just got some like single crochets and double crochets here for the whipped cream. The two panels do need to be put together. If you wanted, you could definitely sew them together. I went through, and I've got it inside out here again, and I just did a row of single crochet. So like this row you see right here of the brown, that's the back side of the bobbles. And then this is where I took that row and just single crocheted it to put those together. So very easy. And then, you know, just put a couple stitches in there to sew my whipped cream on. You could definitely put a lining in it if you wanted. I had originally bought some felt to put in here, but to be honest, I use this like I said, twice maybe a year, 3 times at most. And, you know, usually I just have like my phone and a small wallet in here. You could also put a clasp on it if you wanted. That would also work great. But again, like I said, this is just a fun project for me. So you could definitely deck it out and make it a little bit sturdier. I just didn't think I really needed to. I will say, definitely like budget yarn is great for this. You want something that's kind of stiff. You know, it's not really going to be touching your skin. So it is also a great use if you have some like rough, scratchy acrylic. I don't want to name any names, but you know who you are. The one thing I would encourage you to do as well, which I have kind of figured out since I made that original one, is if I were going to do this differently, I would probably use a slightly smaller crochet hook. I believe I used the hook that was like for the yarn, so probably a 5.5 millimeter. And I would probably do it in like a 4.5 millimeter now, just so that it's just a little bit tighter, just again, to hold the bag, to make it a little more sturdy. So the only other things that you would need for this bag are some D-rings right here. And again, I do cover that in the video, the original video. So, you know, a D-ring, because it's like flat right here, and you know, so it's like shaped like a D. You can get them at a hardware store, you can get them at a craft store. I guarantee Amazon has them, whatever. And then I also, like, you'll need a strap. Now, you could definitely crochet a strap, but I like to check at thrift stores in the area where they have like purses for sale, and I always look for purse straps when I'm there that like aren't connected to a purse. A lot of times you'll find them there. I have also found them in the belt section at thrift stores before. Just check on that. And I just think it's so much easier. One of my big pet peeves is, of course, like bag straps stretching. And when they're crocheted, that does happen. Definitely not necessary. You would not have to do that. If you wanted to crochet it, you could definitely just make a strip, you know, coming off of here and do that. You could also take a purse strap off of a purse you already own and just put it on here for the couple times that you would wear this around Thanksgiving, which is probably the easiest way to do it. That's probably the route I would go if I wouldn't have had this. And then as soon as November is over, I would put that strap back on my normal purse. So that is what I would do. I just love Thanksgiving so much. Like, it is such a nostalgic time for me. I have so many fond memories of being a kid and being at my grandma's house, and like all of our family would be there. It was a big deal. You know, like my grandma's was one of 10 kids. And so, you know, her siblings and their kids, and then my grandma's kids. So like my mom and my aunt, and then all of us grandkids. And it was just very exciting. And we looked forward to it every year. My grandma was amazing. I have talked about her before. I've written blog posts about her. She's just a great inspiration for me in every aspect, but she would put so much effort into the Thanksgiving dinner. Everything was great. I mean, just like home cooked, home style meals, nothing that was like, you know, super fancy or anything. That was like her love language. So we all just ate all night and had fun and played games and laughed. And I have so many great memories of that. Now that a lot of those people are gone, my husband and I have really tried to continue a lot of Thanksgiving traditions ourselves. We will generally every year host Thanksgiving dinner and invite as many family as we can over. So it is definitely something we enjoy. He enjoys it as well. My daughter enjoys it. And I would just say, yes, it is my favorite holiday. I just love getting together with everyone and just being able to spend time. I don't know. I guess that's just what's the most important thing to me, spending time with people I care about. So if you would like to make this super fun bag, you can do it in, you know, easy, like an afternoon or in like a couple evenings after work. It's not hard at all. You know, maybe a couple hours to do each panel and then sewing them up. So I think I probably in the original video go over like how long it took me and stuff like that. But if it's something you want to make and you are looking for a super fun, super silly, super quick, very Thanksgiving-y project, definitely go watch my original video. I will have that link below, and then I will also have it at the very end of the video where it's like watch more, and I'll have that there. When you're done watching that, head over to Jessie's video. I will have her video linked after that, so you can watch it and get like the nitty gritty, like the increases, you know, where your stitches should go, because she did like a top-notch job on that video. And here's the evidence. So at that time that we made those, I want to say Jessie probably had a few hundred subscribers at that point in time, because she had not been on YouTube very long at all. And she's got a great personality. She's easy to listen to. She knows what she's talking about. We had been chatting back and forth, and I just knew that like that was a strong point for her. That's why I reached out to her. But anyway, she only had a few hundred subscribers at the time, and I probably had like a couple thousand at the time. And my original pumpkin pie purse video, it has like, I think like a little over 1,000 views on it, and her tutorial has over 4,000. Like I think it's like 4,500 views on it. So that is the evidence that she knows what she's talking about and she can do a good tutorial, because I sent her some weird instructions and she was able to make a great video. I hope you make this project and I hope you have fun with it, or make whatever other kind of pie you want. I will see you again before Thanksgiving, but I just want to take this opportunity to say how thankful I am for you and for you being here and watching the video, and thankful for all the comments and all of the support. I will talk yarn again with you soon. Bye.